Hi, I'm Julie Whitbeck-Lewinski from CarePatrol, and today I have Laurie from Alongside Thee with me for the 2x2 challenge. Now, just to remind you, the 2x2 challenge is to help to create awareness and fundraising opportunities for the Walk to End Alzheimer's, as well as to create awareness of resources within our communities that can help to support individuals living with dementia, as well as their caregivers. Welcome, Lori. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Slightly froggy throat, but good. Glad to be here.
Well, we're glad to have you again this year. So thank you so much always for all of your support within the community that you serve,
Mhm.
as well as this effort as well. So you know the spiel in regards to this. I'm going to be asking you two questions today, and you're going to have just 2 minutes to answer each one. Okay?
Mhm.
All right, so here we go to start the challenge. Can you tell us all a little bit more about Alongside Thee and what it is you actually do?
Okay. Well, Alongside Thee was started because I had something to share with people that I felt that they desperately needed. Dementia is a really confounding disease that impacts so many people. And we've realized that more and more people are living with it in the community as well as in communities. And I wanted to be able to share the positive approach to care, which is a way of understanding what's happening in the brain, as well as what I could do about it, so that people who are care partners, have the awareness that they can do something that makes a difference. When I went back to school for OT, it was more of a medical model. It didn't teach me that there are some things that actually make a difference. So I could, alongside the was formed so that I could do that kind of education and sharing outside of a skilled nursing or other facility. Basically, I am a positive approach to care certified independent trainer and consultant, so that I can train and both consult with families using what I do as an OT, because that's the foundation of who I am, as well as what the positive approach to care shares. So that includes, so training is a big part of what I do. And I love to work with communities. I love to work with individuals, with families, so that they can better understand what they can do, because there's some big difference that we can make. And with the larger number of people living in community, living in their homes, dementia, most people are cared for, live in the community in their homes. And that's where care needs to be, and understanding needs to be going. So my ultimate goal is to help change the culture around dementia for everyone.
That's
So
fantastic. I love
yeah,
that, Lori. That's
yeah,
really great.
yeah.
Um, just a really fantastic mission.
Mm,
So,
yeah.
so the second question. Can you talk to us more specifically about what it is that you do to help to support individuals living with dementia and or their caregivers?
Okay. So a big piece of this is education, is understanding about what happens for a person living with dementia and how a person who's supporting them, a care partner, because we don't believe that we just provide care to, we provide care with. So we need to develop so the idea of understanding that this is how we will approach it, that who are providing care understand what is happening, what may be happening for the person. Each person will be individual, each dementia will be a little different. So there's a lot of education in that kind of part. So I do training, so I'll meet with groups. I will work with churches, so that they can better understand what they're doing in communities, professionals. So that's training. So ask them where they are, what their problem is, what they're trying to do, and address it through training by sharing this information and seeing where they go. For people in the community, the consulting part is both can be individual. So a person can call, I'm trying to understand what's happening, try to lead them through, understand what's going on, help them to be able to make decisions. So consulting is, I don't tell them what to do, I help them to find a solution. An interesting part to do with that is when families are developing a team of people around them to support a person living with dementia, I can train the team. So that's training. And then I can consult with the family. Okay, this is as things change, what can we do? What do you see? What would you like to try? to see how they're going. So it's a nice mix to do the training and consulting, because so that's as an individual, so that's a family working as a group, or an individual care partner who's working with a person. That's the consulting. Training is larger groups. So I will speak in public, do public speakings to a small group, and love to work with professionals who are trying to support the people they're doing. And actually, really, my main love is working with people in the community. So that's kind of what I do.
That's fantastic. I have to say, just from my own personal experience with working alongside Laurie in different capacities, that she brings incredible insight. Has that occupational therapy flair, which I love, having the same
Hmm.
background in occupational therapy. She has done some trainings for us that we have offered to the community. So we have collaborated from that perspective to bring this to some different senior living communities across upstate New York, from central New York
Hmm.
all the way over to Western New York area, both in person and virtually. So that's the other thing too. Laurie can do things virtually as well. So it's there's always a way to find resources that you need. So Laurie, I want to thank you so much for being part of the 2x2 challenge and supporting our community in all the ways that you do. We will have more information about what Laurie does in the comments below, so please check that out. Thanks so much.
Oh, and thank you for doing all you do, Julie. Thank you very much too.